First round of the NBA playoffs continues later tonight on ESPN. Some terrific start. It's a series here on day one. Golden State at Denver. Chicago in Brooklyn. Another game in New York later on tonight. And then the Clippers and the Grizzlies. Those are three terrific matchups to start day one of the 2013 playoffs. First round of the NBA playoffs tonight on ESPN. The Derrick Rose news is not a surprise. Probably been more of a surprise if he came back and played. Not been an easy thing for the Bulls to deal with. They've handled it as well as you can.
Well, there was such lack of clarity. They expected him back around the All-Star break. It never happened. Very difficult.
Bradley blocked by Felton in a 24-second violation. Raymond Felton off to an excellent start. Felton was one of the players traded by the Knicks, as you see him defend Bradley here. The trade that acquired Carmelo Anthony. He was very unhappy. He loved playing his first half season in New York. Mike D'Antoni was the coach then, was having one of his best years, and really wanted to come back and got his wish this summer. And although he had an injury to his hand earlier this season, he finished the season strong. Shumpert out of bounds when he caught it. And for the Knicks, that's their third turnover. And you want to talk about areas that have been huge for the Knicks. Number one in the NBA in fewest turnovers per game. They set a franchise record, only 12 turnovers, and that really helped their defense as well, Jeff.
Well, absolutely. They take care of the ball, and they rebound the ball well. And you shoot the three, you have some things and some strengths that are going to keep you competitive. I don't care who you play against.
Green wants the ball. Shumpert on in. Green shoots over him and hits again. Boy, Green has been fabulous. 6 of 8 from the field. And he has the last 10 Celtic points. That's some huge games in the second half of the season. Kid on the drive. Martin, way on. With Pierce on the bench, Green has taken over the score. Remember, he had that 43-point game against Miami. Felton with the steal. Bad pass from Bradley. Felton on the drive. Trying to jam it. Martin right there. And Martin draws the foul on Garnett. First foul on Kevin Garnett.
Well, they got the switch they wanted, but poor entry pass by Avery Bradley. Good play by Raymond Felton. Then he blows it up the court, tries to dunk it, which sets up the second shot for Kenyon Martin.
Felton thought he was fouled. Instead, Garnett called for the foul against Martin, and he struggles at the free throw line. Case in point right there. You know, it's been so cool to watch already just in the first quarter plus. The difference between the NBA regular season and the playoffs. Every possession is passion and intensity. Sometimes it's like a different sport when you get into the playoffs.
Yeah, it ratchets up. But I would say this. One of the reasons that these teams make the playoffs is they have a higher level of focus and intensity in the regular season. The teams that have a bunch of clowns on them that don't play hard, that's why they're sitting at home. Because the talent differential, it starts, but it's not that big where you have so many 50-loss teams.
Bradley hits the jumper. Bradley his third field goal. Well, that'll show those clowns.
You think, hey, listen, come to play or get a new profession.
Here. All tied at 38 with 5 minutes into quarter number 2. Now Brandon Bass getting right up into Carmelo Anthony. One dribble, shot short. Anthony hit his first 4 shots.
Get the car. Hi, Howard.
He's 1 for 8 since. Green the drive, fouled by Novak.
My by two things there. First, you saw how the Celtics want to play Carmelo Anthony in isolation situations. They don't want to cushion him. They want to put away all his airspace and encourage him to drive. And I think Anthony, instead of going for the mid-range J there, has got to put his head down and attack the rim. And then on the offensive end, with Novak in the game, when the ball gets advanced up, attack Steve Novak. Attack Chris Copeland off the dribble.
We saw Carmelo Anthony talking to Monty McCutcheon, asking for some help down the other end.
Well, watch Brandon Bass inch up into the space of Carmelo Anthony. He gets a little space, but I think when guys like Bass push up on you, go by him, and then Green, with good aggression, takes it at Novak, and Novak gives a hard foul.
Green, who when he was a high school player, loved Carmelo Anthony. In fact, he was recruited by Syracuse the year after Anthony left. Thought about it because he was such a big fan, but wound up going to Georgetown. Talk about going in another direction. Those two former Big East rivals.
A good job by those athletic directors to ruin the Big East.
Anthony, and there's what you're talking about when he draws the foul right away. How fast is first? A sarcastic cheer from the Garden crowd. Now, Anthony, in his first 2 years with the Knicks, 2 years ago they played the Celtics in Game 1. As we'll watch him here. And it's almost like he so desperately wants to go. He struggled in Game 1 against the Celtics a couple of years ago when he was just 5 of 18 from the field. Then last year, Game 1 against Miami, same thing. You knew he just wanted to explode right away and shot just 3 of 15. This time drives and draws the foul. Garnett picks up his second. Doc Rivers thought, as did Garnett, that he went straight up.
But I like the adjustment by Carmelo Anthony. Show the shot and attack the basket. If they're not going to give you any cushion, go to that rim. And I agree with Garnett. I thought he went straight up.
And up top, it seemed like the block was clean. That's 2 on Garnett. So you have some key players with 2 early fouls. And Mike Smith for the Knicks and for Garnett and Bradley for the Celtics.
And when you look at those isolation moves, when you look at the players' feet so often in the NBA, if you're at home, you're saying, that's a travel. They're picking up their pivot feet. And you're right. But it's not going to be called. That's just how it is. NBA basketball. Where traveling happens a lot, but it's called very little.
You don't think it's been called more lately?
I'm glad, actually. Who wants to watch travel?
Good entry pass this time to Garnett. Can't get J.R. Smith back in the game. Tip to the Celtics. We played a quarter and a half. Knicks and Celtics all even. Pass right back up on top. Anthony crossover moves, spins, turns, fires, hits. That gets the crowd on its feet. Nice give and go. Oh, Bradley missed the layup, and Chandler the rebound. The perfect pass from Pierce. And Bradley from point-blank range. J.R. Smith spins his layup. That's good. It's almost like they listen to what you were saying. Don't settle. Take it to the basket. Pierce floats it up and Garnett throws it down.
The rest did him good. Nice play by Paul Pierce.
Pierce already with 4 assists. He should have had a 5th on the Bradley pass. Pierce has been exceptional to start the game. 8 points, 4 assists, and a couple of rebounds. J.R. Smith back out to Felton. Felton the hop step, flips it up, won't go. And Bass sneaks in to get the rebound. Calling for it. Bradley cutting, and this time Bradley finishes.
He's a terrific cutter. Sense of timing, when to cut, the speed and force of his cuts are good.
Well, since Rondo went out, Doc Rivers had to change kind of the way they ran their offense.
Well, no doubt, and a lot of it is, Mike, he's not a natural point guard.
trying to guard Pierce. Bradley again, touch to the basket. 3 straight times. Bradley with a beautiful cutting. Doc Rivers points at him and says, way to go. Rondo quietly applauding a 6-0 run. And Boston back up by 2. Avery Bradley, 9 points. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC, home of